Welcome back, Gale Force. This time our presentation is about Silas, a unit available to you in every single root of Fates. Before we begin, though, there needs to be a brief disclaimer. In this video, I will not be taking potential as a parent or anything gained from marriage into the equation, as I both don't think it's part of what the unit can provide for your team by itself, and if I were to discuss everything a unit could gain from marriage, this video would be 2 hours long. That being said, let's talk about Silas's traits. Silas joins you at turn 3 of Chapter 7 in Conquest, the end of Chapter 7 in Birthright, and the end of Chapter 14 in Revelations. His growth rates are extremely average, sitting around the 50 to 60% across the board, except for a 30% resistance growth and a 5% magic growth. His personal skill, Vow of Friendship, allows him to deal 3 more and take 3 less damage when paired up with a Corrin that has 50% or less of their HP remaining. His primary class line is the Cavalier, and his secondary class line is Mercenary. We'll be going over how he functions in each route, starting with Birthright. In Birthright, Silas is a fantastic early joining addition to your army. He is one of the only ways your army will have access to the Cavalier class line, and his access to Mercenary can eventually allow him to get Soul through the Hero class. The lower difficulty of Birthright can mean Silas perhaps doesn't shine as brightly as he can on other routes, but he is nonetheless a handy guy to have around and will consistently put out damage that other Hoshido units may struggle to deal. Due to most units in Hoshido having a focus on speed, Silas will generally be a bit slower than the rest of your army, but this can play to your advantage as he can be used to set up kills for your project units early on. In Conquest, Silas is your first Cavalier unit, and is a very useful tool for you to have early on. His access to Shelter, a mere 3 levels after he joins, opens up new ways for you to make use of Corrin while knowing there's a safety net to fall back on. When combined with Corrin's personal skill, Supportive, Silas can be used to essentially hop in as needed to tank damage and rescue his dear childhood friend. Thanks to this potential combo power, he remains useful even after Xander joins your army and can remain a consistent force throughout much of the campaign if you choose to keep using him. Finally, in Revelations, Silas is good? Despite his relatively late join time in Revelations, Silas is one of the few units actually worth using in Revelations. His stats got a significant boost to the point where they're on par with, if not better than where he'd be at that point in the other 2 routes, and he gains access to Shelter from the start here thanks to joining at level 18. Speaking of which, he's ready to promote as soon as he joins you, being only 2 levels from his cap, and makes for an excellent Great Knight who can take effectively 0 damage on player phase when paired up with Corrin. In conclusion, Silas is perhaps the single most stable and consistent unit you can use in any given Fates playthrough and a worthy addition to any team. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell if you'd like to get notified when I post a new video. A special thank you to patron 60 Sweep for subscribing at the Paladin tier, and if you would like to have a say in which unit should receive a PowerPoint next, check out my Patreon. For just $1 a month, patrons will get to vote on a specific unit to gain a PowerPoint next, as well as get to see videos 2 weeks early and access to the community Discord. The links will be in the description down below, and have a great rest of your day.